We'll wait until someone's in the chat. Just wanted to say happy Easter to everyone. Almost said happy birthday. See if anybody comes and joins us. Beautiful day here in northern Nevada. One of the best days we've had this far. Where's your ball? You want to play ball? Where's your ball? There it is. Right here. Play a little ball with the pup while we're out here. Everybody's probably busy because it is Easter. Just seen Tapatios Cop Watch went and showed up in his live, and I think it was me and one other person. Well, I think a couple few showed up there at the end. But it's Easter. People are visiting with family. But some are less fortunate. If you're on the road working or you live far away, you don't have family, so might have some others just come in and hang out, which is more than fine. Yeah. Ready? Now we got one in the chat. If I had to guess, that's probably my better half because she knew I was going live. Oh, we got two in the chat now. Well, not in the chat yet. Nobody's saying anything. What are you hanging in the shade, little girl? She's so funny. She'll play ball all day and all night. She don't like the sun. She'll go hang out in the shade until you throw the ball. She's not a dumb dog, that's for sure. Well, happy Easter, whoever is in here. Say something in the chat. Get that ball. Come on. Oh, you want to play football? Come on, bring it. Bring me the football. Get that. That's not close enough. Get that. Some real guy. What's up, brother? Haven't seen you in a while. Well, we DM there on Twitter a long time back. How's your beautiful bride? Know you guys were getting all hooked up with, I think, a greenhouse. Things like that. Sent me some pictures if I recall. You ready? $1,200. What's up? I'm wondering what that 1200 stands for. Is that a Sportster? Just a wild guess. How's your Easter, Summerreal? Getting ready to throw down on some ham. Ready? Good catch. Playing catch with the puppy. She didn't like the tennis ball. She's done switched to the football. Electroglide. Good girl. Excuse me. Yeah, I've got a Softail Classic. Or a Heritage Classic, I should say. Ready? Really digging this electric bike I just picked up though. I've been kind of opposed to the vehicles. Not so sure if I want to jump on one of them on my next vehicle, but I don't know. We might get one for the better half. She kind of likes the, I forget what it's called. It's like, I forget the exact name, but it's kind of the new Volkswagen bus. I want to say IQ, or it's 2 letters. If you guys know, you can put it in the chat and help us out, but it's a pretty cool looking rig. So it's kind of like a concept vehicle. She's checked them out for years now, probably since maybe 2020-ish. But she wants one of those, and I think it might be cool to have one, but definitely am not going to give up my van or my commuter vehicle now is another diesel. The van is a diesel. So I don't know about giving them up and just going all pure electric for sure. But I am quite impressed with the e-bikes. Honda Shadow 700. Yeah, I've had a few Hondas over the years. Nothing wrong with the Honda. Actually, there's one right here. It's a dirt bike. I've pretty much had them all. Dirt Biker Street, Suzuki's, ready. But I wanted a Heritage Classic. That was kind of one of those dream bikes of mine for many moons, and finally got it. It's not a new one, but I can't say I would buy a new one. I don't want really anything new. Nothing to do with pointing out electric vehicles, but you know, just all new cars are junk anymore. There's too many sensors and computer crap on them. Washburn, what's up, brother? Holiday stuff, but that's just me. Hey, that's cool, brother. You be you. I have a Kmart shoulder due to a cage plowing me. Can't ride iron anymore. A little tough to read, guys. I'm out in the sun with the glare. I'm a retired motorcycle mechanic. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I do a little wrenching myself. Nothing crazy. Not going to get into rebuilding any of them or anything like that. You know, if I was going to rebuild one, it would probably be a Harley, because they're air cooled, and I don't know. I've had, you know, quite a few old Volkswagens and stuff in the past, and actually even own 2 presently. They're been parked forever. Got an old VW bus and an old VW bug. I joke with people and say that's my casket when people stop by to want to buy them. But no, I've had them forever, so that's going to be my casket. That's what they're going to bury me in. But yeah, air cooled. I don't know. I just feel more at home with them, I guess. Get over here in the shade. I could probably read a little better. Not sure about the electric vehicle stuff, but a bike makes sense. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at, brother. Can't wait to camp and hang out, brother. Yeah, there's a guy named Mobile Tech that I have met on YouTube. Went to his place personally because he's not too far from me. And we're probably gonna hook up and do some camping this summer. He restores old campers, like I guess they call them Can-Hams, that type, you know, the not what am I thinking? You know, you guys know the real bright, shiny aluminum ones. Not those, but you know, way back in the 60s, they were kind of just bare metal. Real cool looking. Airstreams, that's the word I was looking for, but he doesn't mess with those. But just, you know, back in the 60s, single axle mainly. And, you know, they're very desirable today because fuel prices are so damn expensive. So he restores them. Might want to check out his channel. He actually has a class that you can take as well, teaching you how to restore them and stuff. But very cool guy. His name's Larry. And went out and hung out with him. I guess it's been a week or something. May have been last weekend or right before the weekend, I want to say, because I was still off work. But I've went back to work since, so my schedule is really tight these days. We're doing 6 days a week for now, subject to change. But you know, we'll see where that goes, because it's a job that's just going to require a lot of manpower. So my neighbor just kicked on his stereo next door, so I'm going to try to walk across over here to the front. I don't want to get a strike on it, whatever they call it. Not that I care, because it's not like I get any money off of YouTube. Have never really wanted anything from YouTube as far as money. Just do this stuff as a hobby, or just sharing information, educational purposes, things. So we'll walk back around the front. Oh, see where we're at. Where did I leave off? Yeah, can't wait to camp out. Yeah, he was heading out to Death Valley in May, and I just didn't want to take off work that soon, since I just started with this company. I mean, you know, when you're a union boy, you don't give two rats ass, but mainly just didn't want to do it. I'm just old school, I guess, so didn't want to take off that soon. But I think we're planning on something in June, going I forget, he's got all the spots, so I'm just going where he wants to go. But he's kind of having a meetup with people that are on his channel quite frequently. So I'm gonna go with him. It's gonna be a fishing trip and hanging out somewhere. I want to say it's definitely California or Nevada, could be, but definitely west from here, I want to say. Camp stove now, need a tent to use in it. That's why I was wanting to chat with you. We'll chat away, brother. Airstream, yeah, that's what we figured out. I'm 68. My riding days are over. Mostly e-bikes now. Do you have a e-bike? Rob and Jen Canvan, welcome. How's it going, guys? Yeah, I'm sub to you guys. Check you guys out quite frequently. Just having a live saying happy Easter to everybody. Summerreal, me and Summerreal go back a little bit. I've known, shoot, I don't even know Summerreal. We've been talking, still to this day haven't met in person. But he used to have a channel. He was quite often posting stuff, crypto stuff. But we talked long before then, probably a couple years before then. I'd say it's a good 5 years. Me and Summerreal have known each other and have said we're definitely going to meet up one of these days. I've got family back east, and I want to say he's in the middle of the country somewhere. Ohio, somewhere in there. And figured on my way back east whenever I go to visit family, be a good time to meet up with him. So I will definitely do that when the time comes. Ohio, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Pretty fart smeller, man. Happy Easter everywhere. I think we probably meant to say everybody. Message retracted. You could have just left everywhere. Everybody knew what you were talking about. Electric XP. Yeah, pretty cool bike. Ingwe. Yeah, that's backwards. In case you guys are interested in what he's typing in there, that's backwards is WE. Pretty sure on that. Pro 2 and Cheer. I believe that's kind of a cheapo Amazon ordeal there, I think, not mistaken. Or maybe the Ancheer is a model from Ingwe. I know I've seen that Ancheer, or however it's pronounced, name on a different bike. I'm almost 100% on Amazon. It's one of their cheaper bikes. 79cc Schwinn, 4-stroke. I'm assuming Chopper's 2-stroke. Yeah, I've got a little miniature, one of those little miniature choppers from many moons ago. It's out in the boneyard. I've been riding scooters and dirt bikes and, you know, anything with 2 wheels for as long as I can remember. Well, we're back out in the music. I was going to take you guys out in the boneyard and show you that little chopper, but I don't want to play that music in the background. 32 this morning. Yeah, it's been kind of cold out here as well. Today we're, I think we're in the 70s today. But, you know, I'm at a higher elevation, so, you know, literally the saying is around here, always has been, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, because it is truly that way. I mean, I've seen from night to day temperatures, it's nothing for 75-degree Fahrenheit changes from night to day. It's crazy. Shingles on a roof play hell in northern Nevada. The wind is insanity too. People, you see it on the news, the wind is so high, it's 50 miles an hour, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's everyday life in northern Nevada. We don't even pay attention to it. That's every day at 5 o'clock. Only the strong survive in northern Nevada. A lot of the reason why they're saying is battle-born, I guess. Even in Vegas, Lord, it gets so hot down there. But we get the hot here and the cold, so we get all the flavors. But it's starting to warm up around here, which is really nice. It's like our first decent day. Yesterday was about, I don't know, 10-15 degrees cooler. Still decent for around here. It's usually warmed up a little bit, hit and miss this time of year, but we've just had such a bad winter this year. I mean, there's, if you know where Lake Tahoe is, they've had, I think, they're up to like 65, 70 feet of snow up there this year total. Feet, not inches. And I am probably about an hour from Lake Tahoe. So, just kind of shows you the winter that has came through here. Little lower elevation. So, we don't get mass amounts of snow like that, but it's been extremely cold, windy, storm after storm after storm. It's just total insanity this year. Can't get more biker than that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you're talking about me, or maybe you. Yeah, you're the same as me. I'm gonna sit up here on the front porch. Let me shut this front door. Shut the front door. Oh, Lordy. Take a load off. A little awning on the front porch. Get out of the sun as well. Yeah, e-bikes are totally cool. I couldn't agree more, man. I met a buddy on Craigslist, actually. I put a posting on there just to kind of attract some local attention to, van life, van builders, things like that. So I got, I don't know, probably less than a half a dozen, 4 or 5 responses, but you can just tell some people just ain't all the way there, or they're just, this ain't going anywhere from the first email. So, just kind of working through the emails over time, I only decided to respond to one person out of the bunch. And he's a pretty cool guy. So we hung out a few times, and he ended up picking up this e bike. So I just took it for a little ride down the street one day, let me ride it, and I said, man, I got to have one of these. Once again, just if it's on 2 wheels, it feels right. So I ended up picking up the Wired Wicked, and haven't ridden it a whole lot, to be honest, but it's torquey as hell, and I left it stock. You can go into the programmer and unlock it, and that sucker will do almost 40 miles an hour from what I've seen other people do with it on YouTube. But it's under warranty, and I don't want to void the warranty. So I'm just gonna, leave it alone for the first year anyway. The battery is an expensive component, so that's under a warranty for 1 year. So I'd like to get my warranty out of the 1 year on the battery at least. So maybe next year I might get into the settings and turn it up and rock and roll at that point. But since then, I picked up this Rad Rover. It's made by Rad Power Bikes. It's the Rad Rover 6 Plus, and I guess it was the #1 selling e-bike last year. So picked it up used on Craigslist for 750 bucks, and it's been great running out, taking trips out with the pup all the time. I've done a couple lives, if you guys didn't see it, where I take her out in the desert and we hit the trails, man. I've got her pretty well dialed, and she runs right along beside me. These cattle dogs are something else. They require exercise. They're working dogs on steroids. Oh, where are we at? Read the one above that. Yeah, I think you're talking about the one where you mentioned all the different bikes. Yeah, that's what I picked up. I'm the same way, brother. I've got 2 e-bikes now. I got the Harley, that Honda dirt bike I showed. What else? I got a regular bike, of course. That's what I started her out on, with training her to run beside me. And she just kind of transitioned right to the e-bike really, really easily. Excuse me. In Michigan, it was. Hang on, I gotta touch the phone to light it up. Every time I start reading, it goes blank, right? Was on the river steelhead fishing. I'm getting old, so I get cold easy. Yeah, if you take any blood pressure meds, man, you'll get a whole new definition of cold. Those blood pressure pills will thin your blood, and they definitely make you feel cold. I can speak from lots of experience. Read the one above that. Did I already do that? Yeah. I think we're on the same track here. I've read that twice, so I'm looking back at the same thing, I believe. There's a place near that has them for sale. Not sure what's for sale. You okay, babies? You okay? What'd you do there? You swallow wrong or something? Oh no, she made a weird noise. No, get down. Get off. Thank you. Happy Easter, little bit. Haven't seen you on a live for sure, but thanks for joining us. Unlocking it won't affect warranty. I'm not so sure about that. I want to say I read something on the website. I mean, I got this other one that I unlock, so, you know, it's not like I haven't been fast on two wheels before, so it is what it is. I'm actually probably going to put a different controller on the Rad Rover. They do have a aftermarket controller finally. So that'll definitely pep this one up to, 35, 40 range. Kind of turn it into the same bike as the Wicked. But, that Wicked's pretty badass right out of the box. It's 60 volts with a 40 amp controller. I want to say the Rad Rover's like, not even sure, but it's probably like a 22 amp controller or something. 25, I think, whatever. But they limit it through the monitor. They have an aftermarket kit. It does have a 750 watt motor, hub motor on it, but it peaks at, what is it? You turn it up to 40 kilometers. Just looking for the word there, because within the settings, it's metric, not within the states, but you can turn the odometer to miles per hour. And I think I get like 24 out of it, 23, 24 miles an hour. But it's pretty cool because you can actually change the wattage. I like that because I turned the 750 down to 500 so it doesn't just have that explosive torque with running with the puppy. But I did turn it all the way up yesterday, and people complain about these e-bikes because of the torque. They take off so fast, but Rad Powers has been around a while doing this, and I did notice today I was able to just ease the throttle just like a quarter turn, and it just took off nice and slow, and it just wasn't explosive, and that was with it even turned all the way up. So hats off to Rad Powers. They do have a nice bike. Yeah, hit the like. Why not? It might help us out a little bit. Little bit, huh? What do you think, little bit? Might help us out a little bit. I'm far from a popular channel, so it doesn't matter in my opinion. I'm not doing it for the money, that's for sure. All right, Robin Jan. You guys have a happy Easter and stay safe out there on the road. Looks like we got 7 people in here and 7 likes, so we are 100%. I need a cigarette. Didn't bring any out with me. I should fire up that barbecue. I was going to fire up some, or cook up some of those filet mignons that they come prepackaged with the bacon in them. And I don't even know that they're filet mignons if you've ever had them before. they they aren't the best quality meat for sure, but I caught them on sale somewhere. I can't remember where it was, but they're $5 a piece. So I figured, today's prices, hell, the slice of bacon is worth $5. So I figured, well, I'll throw those on the grill for Easter. We weren't having anybody over and doing anything magnificent, so I figured that'd be perfect. I can just cook up a few of those. I think about 3. So one for the beautiful bride and 2 for myself, and we'll call it good on Easter. I worked yesterday and got to be at work in the morning, so definitely didn't want to get too rowdy on the holiday. No, I truly don't, Washburn Billy. I think if it were me, I would probably try to find a military surplus. But, I'm not much of a tent guy. It's been a lot of many, many moons since I camped in a tent, brother. I bought the old VW bus, and it's a pop top. So I've had that thing for 20 years. And we used that for many, many moons. And in between, I bought my Tacoma. I did have a tent that went in the back of my Tacoma that was fitted to the back of the truck. So it was almost like a cap. Instead of a cap, it was a tent. So it was kind of like sleeping in a cap on a truck, but it was removable, so I liked it. But no, I couldn't. I wouldn't know where to start. So I wish I could help you, but I know they used them in the military. So if you can find a military surplus store, that might be a good start. Find one of those tents. They're canvas, and they're going to last. And they're probably not cheap, but if you can find one of those surplus places, they're probably a lot cheaper than buying a civilian style. So that's what I would advise on that. Like I say, tents, I mean, anything else as far as camping, I might be able to steer you in the right direction. But I'm not much on tents. I'm not much for one to be sleeping on the ground, definitely at my age. Never again, as they say. But yeah, I mean, even in my truck, I got an air mattress, and it was fitted for the back of my truck as well. It kind of curved around the fender wells in the back of the truck, so it literally just fit in there perfect and filled up the whole bed with an air mattress. And then you could put the tent in there, and it went right over the bed of the truck perfectly. So nice setup. But that kept me off the ground. No opinions, my brother. Um, those Canadians, I mean, I know you're up there in the cold weather. So, you might, if you can't find anything military surplus. That might be my only opinion. I don't know of any particular companies, but they make great winter gear, of course. And it wouldn't be too much to probably have something like that shipped across. All right, she's ready to play some more ball. But yeah, stuff like that, you probably definitely want to spend a few extra bucks. You could spend, $100 on one, and next year you'll be buying another one. I'd get something that's canvas for sure. Something that'll last you a decade instead of a year. Well, there you go. You got a hookup up there. Maybe, even if it's a local store up there, Mom could pick it up and send it to you. So you might already have a lead. Do some investigating around in her hometown. Or if you're going up to visit, maybe you can pick it up while you're up there because you got an excuse to go see Mom now. But yeah, I don't know, man. A tent is pretty tough camping. I mean, I'm sure you've watched some of my van build stuff, and that thing is completely loaded. I went way overboard, but I wanted all of the comforts of home. So, I did a microwave, I did a television, all those things that, really aren't camping. It's, just luxuries of home. It's got air condition, a refrigerator, but, costs a lot more than a lot of people can afford, of course. But, I did it over 2 years. It took me to do it. So one piece at a time, and just go from there. Just, get yourself an old trailer and one piece at a time, or a van, or, whatever is in your budget. Shop around for a good deal, find yourself a platform, and go from there. I mean, a good tent is probably going to cost you $1,000 these days. Truthfully, upwards anyway. Definitely going to be more than five for canvas. So, 500 to $1,000. Guy can probably find an old camper for that range. So, yeah, it's not going to be in tip-top shape for sure, but you just start replacing one thing at a time, and before you know it, you got yourself a totally remodeled rig, and you're ready to hit the road and screw that camping out on the ground. Got a nice bed to sleep in, and 4 walls and a roof that you can heat with ease. Turned a kid trailer into a camper, pull behind the e-bikes. There you go. Just takes a little bit of imagination. I pull a boat, so I can't pull a trailer, but thanks for the reply. Yeah, boats have beds on them too. Might be another option for you. Maybe sell the boat and find a closed a cuddy cabin. Kind of take care of all of your aspects. Another suggestion. I've always wanted one of those cuddy cabins, actually. I was real close to buying one years ago. Guy wanted $5,000 for it, I think it was. And me and the wife went out and took a look at it, and he didn't want us to test drive it, and that was kind of the red flag. I can't remember the excuse, but you know, I'm not going to give you $5 grand for something sitting in the yard. I want to check it out. And ended up hearing eventually down the road that something was wrong with it. I think the head gasket needed to be replaced or something. So, you know, trust your gut a lot of times too. So I escaped that one because that would have been a money pit. Not sure if it was the head gasket or not, but if I recall, it was definite motor problems. Well, I should probably say engine problems. I stand corrected. Yeah, I found somebody was talking a while back. I've always, you know, motor's a motor, but I guess technically a motor is an electric motor. So a motor in a car isn't a motor because it's an engine. You know, politically correct. You know how it is today. But yeah, escaped that one. Long story short, glad I didn't buy it. Would have probably bought it for $5 grand, and would have probably cost me another grand or two to get it running. Who knows? Could have been a money pit. That's what they say about a boat. The best 2 days of a boat owner's life are the day that he buys it and the day that he sells it. I've got two aluminum, just fishing boats, just a 14 and a 12. Nothing fabulous, just old school fishing boats. Just an outboard off the back, and it does me well. That's all I need. Something to hit these mountain lakes around here. If I'm going by myself, and probably the pup now, I can just cruise out on the 12-footer. If taking a buddy or two, I've had 3 people out on the 14-footer. So options there. One's just a couple feet longer. But they're the best boats in the world, in my opinion. They're light, they're easy to handle. Virtually pretty much nothing to work on besides an outboard motor. And if the outboard goes out, you know, any 10 horsepower or something is all you need. You can usually pick one up on Craigslist or something for, you know, a couple few $100. So if it's trouble fixing it, just grab another one. Yeah, ground ain't that bad after 12 beers too. Pull up boats against a trailer. There's no way that I'm going to sell my drift boat for a trailer. I was thanking you for the honesty about tents. Yeah. Oh, I'm not a bullshitter, brother. I'm gonna shoot you straight. That goes for, you know, personally and even on the channel. If I'm, you know, teaching people on the channel about when I did the build on the van, I mean, I just figured it would be a great documentary for myself. And just, you know, if I die tomorrow, it'll be on the internet forever. And I kind of feel I'm a dying breed. You know, if it's construction, framing, painting, plumbing, electrical, you know, anything, everything, I do it. So, you know, I just figured it'd be kind of cool to just kind of document it all and teach people as I go along. So, you know, and I said through the whole documentary, if there were any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll get back to you with the answers. So, you know, the van turned out great and it was super cool documenting it, and pretty happy with the van. I actually took it to work the other day. Yeah, okay. Oh, here we go. Been looking at the trailer conversion stuff. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think they do make tents for boats. As I was saying for my Tacoma. I mean, it fit perfectly. There's probably something on the market where you can put a tent on the boat. That would be super cool. That's a great idea. Not saying it was my idea, but that might be your suggestion right there. Or even go to like an upholster person. You could maybe even just get something made where they make those covers for boats where they have the snaps that snap on the side and just cover it up perfectly. You can have those custom made. So, if you got something like that where it just snapped on the side of the boat and had some kind of pole system in the middle, it wouldn't be too hard to fabricate something like that. So, we may have just nailed it right there, man. That gets you off the ground, too. You'll be sleeping on a waterbed. Just throw yourself an anchor out there and set up the tent. Nice, man. I don't know what some real's talking about, but he's liking what we're talking about, I guess. So what'd you guys have for Easter dinner? Or what are you having for Easter dinner? Oh yeah, the van. Yeah, I put a lot of time in that thing, some real. It was hell. I mean, you might say it jokingly, but there's a lot of truth to it too. That some bitch almost killed me. I did end up in the hospital, and I think it was a lot to do with that damn van. The stress of building it and just the lack of cardiovascular. Um, I think the combination of the two is what rose my blood pressure to insane numbers. I went into the hospital for neck pain and ended up being blood pressure that pretty much they had never seen before. I was at 290 over 270. So they were like, "How are you even talking to us right now?" So they kept me overnight. It was bad. They wanted to cut me open. But, I was like, well, I walked in here. They're like, well, we don't even know how you're alive. We're going to cut your ass open. So, I had to calm them down because they were raising their blood pressure. But we got through it. They released me on 5 medications after, I think it was 4 or 5 uh, bags of fluid in an IV, whatever that was. And got the pressure down, and after that, they released me with 5 meds, and had to go see a cardiologist. I've seen them for about 6 months, doing umpteen tests and lab work to the end. Jumped through every hoop they wanted, and they found absolutely nothing. So I am currently down to 2 medications from the 5, and I'd like to get off of these things altogether. So we are working on that. Once you're on 5, you usually go to 6, 7, 8, and 10. So it's tough to get off of them, but definitely in the right direction. Zerk, what's up, brother? Looking good. I don't know about looking good. We're looking, though. Yeah, I'm doing okay, brother. Just jumped on here to tell everybody happy Easter, and we're just chatting with everybody in the chat. Wife and I are grilling out chicken. Oh, chicken is good on the grill. Indirect heat, Summerall. Indirect heat, my brother. That's the only way on a grill. Cook it slow and low, off the flame. You'll thank me later. All right, trying to catch up here. Right on, take it easy, brother. All right, Summerall's bailing on us. I guess he's going to cook that chicken. Slow and low. If you got 3 burners, put it in the center. Turn them 2 outside burners way down on low. It'll come out so tender it'll melt in your mouth. Make you slap your old pappy. Yes, what'd you have for Easter? Zert? I was just telling them that I'm probably just going to throw a couple of those filet mignons. You know, you've seen them in the stores where they put the strip of bacon on the outside. So I picked up 3 of those. Ham and yams. There it is. There's a traditional Easter dinner. Yeah, we didn't have anybody over. We're actually having some family up next weekend from California. They're coming up over the hills, so we're going to probably celebrate next weekend. So we're just laying low this weekend. I started a new job this past week, so we're on a 6-day work schedule. So I worked yesterday, and I don't know, I might take off next Saturday. We'll see. I don't care. Just started the job, but, you know. Zero Fox. Mom made that ham dinner. There it is. God bless you all. It's about that time. Remember to pray, folks. All right, Washburn, you stay cool, brother, and stay warm over there in Michigan. Man, retirement can't come soon enough. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever retire, brother. Just got to, you know, body in motion stays in motion. That's what they say. The oldest people I know are still working. Have a good night, Van and fam. All right, you bailing on us. All right, brother. Well, we've had a few bail out of here, so I'm going to get this barbecue fired up and get these filet mignons going. Sun's starting to set over here shortly. I probably got another hour or so of daylight. Happy Easter to you too, my friend. Stay safe out there. Keep mama happy. So yeah, I'm gonna cut the stream right here, guys. Just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving and chat with you guys a little bit. Probably go play fetch with the puppy a little bit more. We took her out for a bike ride today, so I'm gonna have to probably commit to doing it on Wednesday, sometime midweek, because she requires exercise. Yeah, look at there. The phone's getting down to 5%, so it just went dim. I'm not sure if you guys can see me as well, but I was trying to conserve some energy there. So, oh, you going riding? Right on. Yeah, you too, Summerall. It's good seeing you, brother. And tell the wife we said hi, and hopefully we'll catch up with you someday, man. So stay in touch. XRP to the moon. Hodl strong. All right, guys. Well, we're going to end it right there. Happy Easter to all of you. And, you know, pray for the country. We're in, you know, world of mess, as you guys know. But I always say I don't think it can get any worse, but then it always does. But, you know, we'll pray for the best, keep our chins up, rise above all this BS, and, you know, we'll get over this hump. Ain't nothing but a step for a stepper. So, we'll catch you guys on the flip side, huh? Peace.